welcome back to the channel. In this video, we're gonna be doing some live trading and analysis for different markets. Okay, so let's get started. Um, Here we see in Euro USD, um, let me actually bring it down here. And to be honest, we don't need volume. We can see the color of the candle. It's actually associated with the volume. Okay. Um, yeah. So let me actually just remove that, you know, remove the volume there, remove the volume, and then from here as well, I'll remove the volume. Okay, make it a little bit smaller. I'll put it there. Okay, all right. So, um, let's see. All right. So here on 12 hours, what we notice is that like we had breaking down action, right? And then market just like came down, and ever since the market is coming down, and as we move on to lower time frame from 12 to 4 hour, what we see again, this resistance that's coming down from there, that's actually hitting the market, breaking down action, and the test of that. Here it was LPSY, last point of supply, after this candle closes. And on the 1 hour, we can see this breaking down action, very big movement like uh, LPSY and then breaking down action. So like market close there, very strong selling, and then it reached to TP1 there, right? So yeah. Let's do some analysis on gold, and we can see the same story here. Here, the LPSY, I mean, yeah, like market was just closing below from the resistance. Here it was like, closing down. On the 4 hour, we can see the market was trading on this trend line, right? See, like that. So, yeah. Here it was making LPSY, so it has to come down, Yeah, and the resistance was also hit. See, we see a lot of like resistance, and this is major resistance there. This candle we saw the, this is orange volume is like very strong candle. Um, yeah, here same story. Market was already downtrending for this month, and we saw the resistance got hit. You can also argue that look, okay, there was support as well, but resistance was dominating trend. Um, See breaking down action, and market actually closed below there. Okay, on the resistance side. You can also see it without the structure, right? You see resistance there. This resistance is coming down from there. See this one, right? So as I told you, like when two lines meet, first horizontal and then like trend line, there's like it's actually time and price are meeting there. So there's going to be big change in trend there. That's what we see here. Okay. So we are actually applying like Wyckoff, um, the true essence of Wyckoff. Wyckoff, we thought this trend line is not Wyckoff. It's like, I mean, why? It doesn't make sense because see, let me actually go there and like show you. That's why I call it trading truth concept, because this is the true nature of the market. Hang on. This is this right. Let me disable that and like see. Okay, you can say okay LPSY here. Market came down, hit our TP1, you know, markdown phase. Then market stopped. Here it was an accumulation, right? And then the market came down again, right? Hit TP2, went up, then like slowly went down. Now here like see what trend line does now is like I think we should say trend line as timeline. You know, it's like it's a line that represent time in the market. Okay, because see none of these information are telling you time. Okay, the only thing that's telling you time is the candle itself, which is it 1 hour candle or is it 15 minutes candle? All that stuff. That's the only time that we have. It's like discrete because like okay for 1 hour how this candle behaved, but what if you wanna because see time is continuous, right? And it's telling you that like we're only gonna show you 1 hour candle each, so it's continuous in nature, right? So what we are doing, what we are telling it to do is like okay, if you're not going to tell us time, then we're going to make time, and how we're going to make time is that like we're going to draw a trend line, you know, and this trend line is mathematically calculated. Okay, it's not hand drawn or hand picked or anything else. Okay, um, yeah. So see, as soon as I hit add trend line and stuff, the chart makes sense, right? Because see, this trend line, it's telling you the time, okay? When the time gets hit, you see, then the market starts reacting because market knows what time is it, in its trend. See, when the trend against when the trend line again get hit and this one already got broken, pullback, boom, big move, right? See, this trend line got broken, boom. Okay, here again, this trend line already got broken, and then on the pullback, then we had this big move, right? So these are the little details that we need to observe and take trade with. Okay, so that's gold, XAU, XAG, silver. Same story, guys. You know, already in downtrend, we see this like trend line resistance there, another resistance, right? Platinum, you see resistance here. Then this support got hit, like break. You can also say, okay, this got break, but it immediately, we had this back up wave, you know. So yeah, if you had taken short trade, you would actually stop your trade or like that, Here, this here you see there's like no change in um, behavior or something, right? So that's why this trade was valid. Okay. Here we can see it's making LPSY. So that's a really good short trade to take. Here it's a breaking down action, another good trade. It's telling you ahead of the time like what's going to happen. Um, yeah. USOIL, same story. Trendline broke, pull up, pull down, then uh, pull back, and then boom. Here CLPSY on the 4 hour. So we can actually hunt for this sort of like Wyckoff events, okay? Or I like to call them like trading truth event. Um, yeah, because without trend line, um, again, you can't uh, you can't make money profitably with Wyckoff, because it tells you the events, but it doesn't tell you time. Okay, um, the Wyckoff thing, this one does. All right. Um, so on Bitcoin, this also had like very strong down moment. We see The other day I was actually watching one video on YouTube. Um, it was on applying GAN principle to trade Bitcoin and like forecast market and stuff. And they had drawn the line, trend line, hand drawn like that. Let me actually show you, and let me remove that. Okay. Um, like that, and then like that. Okay. All right, and some other trend line or something. I don't know, but like, see, or you can say this trend line is valid, but like, you can see it's not that perfect. It's like market is, we know the market is also not perfect, but mathematics is perfect. Okay. I mean, 1 plus 1 is always equals to 2. All right. And let's see like what happens when I add trading truth concept. You see, now it suddenly makes sense, right? You see how this trend line got shifted, and then this was the big move that started. So it actually is saving us from all this false moves. Okay. Yeah. So this is on like daily. Uh, we were looking on 12 hours, so you can see it broke around here. Market came down, and let me actually, yeah. So 12 hour, big movement. 4 hour LPSY around there, coming on the trend line, short trade there. You see here it was LPSY, and 1 hour again resistance. Okay, let's do an analysis on to where it's gonna stop. Okay, so technically speaking, it is making new low. Let me actually. It is making new low, and so like when it makes when the wave completes, down wave completes, and up wave starts, then we can actually look for long trade, and we will look for divergence as well. So yeah, here this one is also making new low. On I think on the daily time frame it was here. Yeah, it actually came to the support point here on the daily time frame, you see. Yeah. Mm. It might make spring, and like have a small reaction to the upside, but I think it's gonna wait for this time to get hit. So around here, we will see some action happening, otherwise it's just coming down. Yeah. All right. So Euro USD complete. Let's look at US oil. See, this is what I like about this system, it's like we're applying the same principle over and over again on all different time frame and every market that we can think of. So we are actually keeping our strategy consistent, our concept consistent across all market, across all time frame, and this is very rare in technical analysis. So you can actually appreciate the work that's put into building this system, and applying it into real trading. Okay, so yeah, I do sell this indicator. If you want access to it, please let me know. Contact me through email, or comment down in the comment section below. Okay, so here also we see LPS you know, still in down wave, hit the support there. But I think market will come around this area, you see all those, uh, these are pointing to this zone. Okay. So, yeah. And like, what we see here, let me actually show you another chart. This is that I wanted to show you RSI as well related to that. Let me actually remove all this stuff. Um, cycle. This I'll teach you later on, the cycle thing. Okay. Let's look at the US oil. 1 hour. Let's look at 1 day. No, not 1 day, 12 hour. What I want to show you is the RSI chart. So let's look at the RSI chart. Here we see resistance got hit, right? See this resistance, this trend line coming down from there, got hit, boom. Support got hit, then market went up, resistance again. You see, it doesn't wait for the next resistance to get hit. As soon as the resistance get hit on the RSI, the market reacts, and that's what we see here. Right, support got hit, market stopped, went up, resistance again, boom. Right, and you can see those resistance clearly here as well. Okay, you see this support becoming resistance. That's why the market reacted very strongly here. Okay, so you can see that throughout the chart for different time frame as well. You know, see on the RSI, it was coming down and here it did had support, so went up, but when it break below this resistance, it couldn't overcome this support, and then this support became resistance, the market trend went down. Okay, so we can apply the same principle on Bitcoin. Here, RSI is making new low, price is also making new low. Both of them are making a new low. So this is actually good. It is, however, there is happening some sort of divergence, and I think it's going to continue. Um, we will see some action happening next week. Okay. Because RSI is at a strong support level. Yeah. Ethereum went 10% down. Whoa. Market is going crazy, man. Yeah, it is coming around this zone for sure. Will be spring sort of action there. RSI is already 13. It's very low. BNB, here it was making upthrust. Very strong. 18% down. What? It's crazy. Midpoint. You see. 33%. XRP resistance got hit, went down there. Okay. And this made new high RSI, but price didn't made, so negative reversal. Okay. A lot of resistance there. See this resistance, boom. So all of these trades, guys, I'm gonna be calling out these trades live. Tomorrow I'm gonna be making next episode of Breaking Good, Becoming Millionaire Before Age 30 Trading Crypto. So episode 23 is gonna be releasing tomorrow, and I'm gonna teach you guys. I'm gonna actually do this live and show you how I'm making this prediction and forecasting the next moves and stuff. Okay, so it's gonna be fun. All right. Back then I coded this in Python, you know, uh, but like I couldn't actually share it with um, audience. Now as I have it in PineScript, I can actually share access or like just like share my layout like this. Um, yeah. So it's gonna be fun. I think you guys will love it. And if you want access to this indicator again, please let me know. Shoot me an email or something, all right? Or just text me on TradingView, I suppose. Yeah. Hmm. I think that's about it. We are 21 minutes still going. So yeah, I think I'll just leave it there. And yeah, we'll see how market um does. I mean, like for instance, 1 minute Bitcoin. I'll actually add structure. 1 minute was really crazy, man. Like this is the whole day. All right. I'll just run live simulation of that and we'll watch it together how it goes, okay? Okay, new day started, already went down. So market is downtrending from the start of the day. New accumulation structure got made, backing up action. It reached midpoint. Now it came back again. It made backing up action, but couldn't sustain upside because there is a lot of resistance there. You see, on the RSI, did made up thrust. Market came down. Let's see, midpoint, boom. It's just trending down. New again, another accumulation. So in the downtrending market, these accumulations are redistribution structure. Okay. So you would actually target upthrust, LPSY, breaking down action when it's near the resistance point. Okay. So yeah, backing up action there, midpoint again, strong selling. The market just went up. All right. Because on this accumulation, the market sustained upside. Okay. Here you can see the market was like just trending down, like that. Now as it hit their resistance, here it made breaking down action. So that was big event, okay? Yeah, and the market actually reacted a lot. Again, LPSY up thrust, market was trending down. Okay, and you can also like watch for trade when it breaks support trend line like that. Okay, so I'll just let it run and you guys watch. Okay. See here, the side resistance got hit. 1 minute is very comprehensive, there's like a lot of candles in one day. There's 1,440 minutes, I think. Hmm. Strong selling near the resistance. Again, resistance, up thrust, boom, made new low, another breaking down action, divergence. Lot of breaking down action there. Support, big divergence. Previous day low. It's actually making another breaking down action there. Came down, pulled back here, boom. So here we are. Resistance got hit, resistance got hit, resistance got hit. That's what keeping this market in this trend, okay? And I think there is gonna be one explosion coming in when, this line, yeah, I mean like it's taking support on this one, right? So like one of this line has to get broken in order to like the market to make its move. Here it's making breaking down action, so I think it's gonna continue down. Yep. And let's see how it goes. But for now, I think this is all I got for 5th January 2026. You know, 5th of June 2026. You can actually analyze different coin pairs in all the time frames. I can even go to 30-second and it will show me the chart. Okay, and like see string there. If we had taken the trade, this would have been like profitable trade. 2% something. 15 minutes time frame. CLPSY is trending down, right? So yeah, guys. I mean, this tool is really helpful, and I'm gonna explain you guys later on. In my course, I'm gonna be actually recording a Wyckoff um, trading truth concept. I'm gonna call this trading truth concept principle, and then like combine Wyckoff plus GAN and like make the true market indicator that everybody's gonna be using. I mean, most of the institutional traders they are already using these tools, but it's like hand drawn or something. If even if you write an algorithm or something, at the end of the day, this is what they are. Like they'll come up with. Okay, so Yeah, I hope you guys like the video. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel and comment down, if you want to learn more about trading and what different market I should cover. For instance, I actually yesterday I tested this with all of these different coin pairs, different assets. Yeah, and like it works really good in all of them. Okay, so yeah, let me know if you guys want more content into explaining this stuff in the comment down below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you.